You were super open about your pregnancy body all along. You even posed nude right before,
Yeah.
right? Would you ever consider doing a post-baby nude photo shoot?
I think that's really important.
Yeah, I love that.
So my cousin says, for instance, that like her C-section scar looks like a frown or something. Like we make fun of ourselves. So like as soon as she told me that, no one else had talked about the scar. And when she did that, it really made me feel so connected to her. It made me feel like I judged my own body less than the moment that she shared that. So if I can help another woman the same way that I felt good and connecting about like, you know what? I never thought I was gonna look in the mirror and see something that happened because of a baby and like I really like, I care, but I also know what I have as a result of it. It's like so important to love on yourself and like let go of the judgments and, you know, get a nice like little spray tan and just like call it a day.
Yes. What has been working for you to get your body back? Because you look incredible.
I'll tell you one of the things that's so simple.
Okay.
So I started to, and this sounds like no big deal, but it's so important. I started to take moisturizer and like whatever your favorite products are, like after the shower, give yourself like an extra like 10 minutes and all of the areas that you think you don't love. Like for me, it would be like under my arm or like any part of the torso. So I would like massage it and I would like literally physically give my whole self a rub down with like emulsifying lotion. And I feel like that's like a form of self-love, like self-worship. And I was like, you think you don't like these thighs? I was like, yes, you do. You love your thighs. Like, doesn't that smell and feel so good? And I really think that's, to me, it was like a really creative way for me to like get into my body again, rather than just see these as like milk maidens and like not breasts anymore. So like it takes a very long time. Don't panic. Don't worry about how you feel about your body, your relationship you'll get back there at some point.
I love that. That is great advice. You need to tell all the ladies out there to do it because I feel like everybody has so much pressure to snap back these days, and it's just...
I didn't care about that.
It's scary. You know, you can't.
Yeah.
You've got to self-love and spend all the time with the baby that you can get.
That's right.
Obviously. So Gigi is having a baby.
Yes.
Have you been guiding her through this IVF experience?
Well, I don't want to share, like, I don't want to ever, like, sorry, like what's the word I'm trying to think of, like lecture. So like her journey is very different from mine.
Totally.
But all I do from like little items of like love or, you know, don't judge yourself, go easy on yourself, be, you know, kind about the things, don't worry too much about the things that stress you out. It's all going to be behind you.
Yeah.
Those are like the types of things that I like to say because now like there's like so much judging from the outside that you just have to diffuse it and just say you're doing a great job. You know, the payoff's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Now that you have gone through it and you have Tommy's help, how do you think she will be able to handle it by herself?
I know, that's the part of it that I think is why I don't want to, like her experience is going to be so different from mine.
Right.
And I can't imagine a day without Tommy.
Totally, no.
So I just, you know, I know that Golnessa has an incredible family, so many people around her.
Totally.
And I would love to be one of those people as well when, you know, when the baby's here.
Yeah.
But, you know, she's going to teach us, the rest of us, something about that.
It's true. Yeah, I know she's cut out for it. It's going to be so exciting once the baby will get here.
Yeah.
Okay, now that you're a mom, did that ever make you rethink about returning to Shaw's?
Yeah, I think that, you know, when you're on a reality show, you want to change your behavior for a child. You know, when I got married, I was like, oh, I'm going to do less cleavage now because I'm a wife. So the reason I did cleavage before was because I was only dressing for myself.
Right.
The way that I did less was because I was dressing with him in mind. So I think that when you have a boy or when you have children, you want to think more about a legacy that you're leaving behind for someone to take on, and you think about the example that you're setting. Whereas before, I never, ever thought about like who else am I impacting and what I'm
Right.
doing? I only thought about, you know, myself and my own thoughts. So that's another beautiful thing about life, you know, until I had, and then it made me also, it also taught me how I never really did something for my mom and dad. So I was like, okay, you know, we live and we change, and this is why, like, the new season, there's so much evolving.